say it's evidence you entertain my loyalty to infiltrate the only woman that I claim to risk your life to get some strange. All my anger is
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Dallas Cowboys. Brett Maher has this one teed up, and we are underway here at AT&T Stadium. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That's a start they can live with. 15 yards on their first play from scrimmage. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now Mahomes on the bootleg. Sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. He's got a man complete. And he's going to be forced out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. Mahomes finding his tight end Kelsey for a big one. 56 yards. Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Well, they've gotten it to the 4 on this opening drive, but now they face a 3rd and goal. Mahomes going to throw. He'll buy some time right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Noah Gray from 4 yards out. And the Chiefs will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. That was a big throw right there on 3rd and goal.
And the defense has to be prepared for you to throw the ball on 3rd and goal. Because really, 2nd down, 2nd and goal, that's your play action time, and you're not sure whether they're going to run it or throw it. 3rd down, you're usually sure they're probably going to pass it. Even more impressive that they got it done. And on the opening drive of the game.
Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try. They'll try and run it here. And he will get in to make it 8-0. So what do you make of that? You go on the road, you score the opening drive touchdown, opt to go for 2, and all of a sudden they're up 8-zip.
Yeah, this wasn't a decision that they made right here and right now. They made this decision during the week. Hey, if we get the ball and score right away, let's show them that we feel like we're superior. Go for 2 and really put the pressure on them.
Timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Play fake. Here's Prescott. Rolling to, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Prescott to throw on 4th. They'll roll him out right. And a diving effort, but only right at the line of scrimmage. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now it's 3rd and 4.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
It's complete to Brown, right side. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. 1 quarter down, 8-0 the score. Giving to the big tight end on 4th. And he's got the 1st down before being taken down at the 46. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. Prescott on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain. Now a give here to Pollard. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 14. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dak Prescott able to connect with Dalton Schultz. And the Cowboys have cut the lead back down to 2. Now Mike McCarthy going to decide to go for 2 here. Prescott, they're going to throw for it. And this is caught. So they get the 2 points, and now we're even at 8-8. So 8-8 our score now as he'll send this one away. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
And he'll get a couple up to the 29.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Mahomes looks to throw on third down. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Anthony Barr comes rumbling in for the sack.
And nowhere to hide on that play.
No, there was not, because every exit door, that was surrounded. And I think that was supposed to be a bootleg, but he had no chance to get outside the pocket and try and make a play.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important fourth down.
On fourth down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City.
Pulled in at the 24.
A very good punt, but a 16-yard return.
And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Prescott from the gun. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Prescott now sliding out of the pocket.
That is caught by Lamb.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
A dump off to Elliott. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, a 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Cowboys will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Now Mike McCarthy saying, let's go for 2. They'll look to throw. to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Well, split the difference, and they're right where they would have been with 2 PATs. They got the two-point conversion the first time. They failed there.
Interesting, isn't it? Because the first time you go after your first score, that feels like a gamble. The second time when they tried it again, that felt like, what the heck, right? Because, as you said, even if you miss it, you split the difference, and you're right on schedule at 14 points.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. To throw, it's Mahomes, rolling to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run, deep left side. He's got a man, complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Travis Kelce, as the first half is winding down. And the Chiefs have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead into the locker room. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he is into the end zone to give them a 2-point lead. So 2 successful 2-point tries now for them.
And you know what it does? It gives you a boost, a huge one for your team because, hey, you're dominating them now. They can't stop you either scoring touchdowns or 2-point conversions. But how about the defense? You don't know what to do at this stage. You can't stop them in any direction.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. He'll buy some time right. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Final play of the half. Prescott rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. They'll roll him out right. And that is incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Prescott. Sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted.
Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football.
So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw caught by Gray. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
Saw the linebacker Damone Clark coming through with a stop.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Throwing now is Mahomes. Flushed out right.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Partner just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
From the gun, they will run with McKinnon. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco.
A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Chiefs take advantage of the short field and finish it off with a quick touchdown.
Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try. They're going to try and run. And they are 3 for 3 on 2-point conversions as he is into the end zone for the score. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes.
There he goes, right side. Past the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys.
CeeDee Lamb, 75 yards. And the Cowboys have got it back to within a score.
And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that one.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Forward, it's a jet sweep. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
And he stopped immediately there.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground.
And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes.
And this pass caught by Gray.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. 2nd down, McKinnon. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well. Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Now here's Mahomes. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line.
Neville Gallimore powering his way in and burying him.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. The slot man in motion right. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll buy some time, and he's going to go down again.
Micah Parsons providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long.
And it appears to me that someone's defensive coordinator is jockeying for a raise. A sack on 2nd and goal, a sack on 3rd and goal, now brings up a decision on 4th down.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to at least make it a 5-point cushion. And that one will be no good. He never had it on line. It's well wide to the left, and that will keep this a 2-point game. Had a chance to give themselves there some important wiggle room, but it went awry.
Yeah, let's do the simple math here. And you know, for me, it has to be simple. Instead of this thing kind of giving them that wiggle room you talked about, now we're talking about possibly losing a ball game because they left the door open.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Six yards left on 2nd down.
Again, it's Elliott. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So third down, but you got to think they'd like to get closer, even in a dome with good kicking conditions for a possible field goal. Now Prescott. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now fourth down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. One, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But two, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. Well, they did the part they had to do. Quick throw got the first down.
But that doesn't allow them to relax. They still have plenty of work to do.
Now Dak. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that is dropped. Oh, my goodness. That could have been a game changer, but he could not hang on.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
23 yards, the final tally.
To throw, Prescott.
And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
And now defensively in the 2-minute drill, the big key to me, make sure you understand your assignments. And anytime you get a chance to tackle someone in bounds, get them on the ground.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Now Pollard. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. And that carry probably not so much for yardage, just to get the spot that you want to kick the field goal.
In any yardage game, there's really kind of gravy, and this just becomes what my old coach used to say, get into position to be in position. And that's what they want, the right spot for their kicker to line up the field goal.
And his kick here is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And I tell you, when it comes to needing a field goal in closing seconds, pressure situation, there's something to be said for having a veteran kicker trot out there.
Agreed. It's so nice to have someone you can rely on, someone who you know has done it before. And this guy's as cool as they come, isn't he?
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And I hate to point to that missed field goal from their last drive, but you look at the scoreboard, they would be in the lead if they had that 3.
Well, no doubt those points or those missed points do loom large, but here they're getting a chance for a makeup, aren't they? Almost like my time in school.
On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Malik Hooker. And he takes this one back.